Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 2. But before we start, all right, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to that channel. He's sitting over there, but I have to make sure, y'all. All right. Martell slid in Kenya's DMs, y'all. He denying it, of course. So old girl Mayetta was like, rumors out here that you got other girls in ATL. And Martell was like, every time I'm in ATL, I'm with you, Sheree. So that means somebody is getting shorted. But that don't mean that you ain't got other women. That mean you just spend more time with this one. That don't mean you ain't doing it.
Well, hell, are they in Decatur or College Park or East Point or Sandy Springs or hell? Atlanta's a very big, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
And then you got everything that you got going on back at the crib. Because baby mama was over there tweeting up a storm and Insta face live, what you call it?
Child. Everybody getting shorty. That's you got to stretch yourself around, honey. So Candy is over there turned up from Courtney. I just wish she wouldn't even let her get her there.
I wish she would have paid her dust. She should have just walked away.
Yeah, because you gave her exactly what she wanted. And for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
She should have Mariah carried her ass.
Yeah. Yeah. She was upset with Sanya though, because she says Sanya should have Sanya. I call this girl everything.
Sanya. That's
girl, this girl should have pre-warned her. Did you say hold on?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you said hold on. She was mad because Sanya didn't pre-warn her that Courtney had an issue with her before getting there. So Candy feels Kenya and Mayetta in on what happened. And Sheree gonna bring Courtney over to see what was going on too. And Candy was like, I mean, at this point, I'm not discussing it. And I was like, that's how you should have played in the first place. Because see, at that point,
she would have been just standing there.
She was just standing there. We didn't even see or hear from this girl no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the convo go to Martell. So they show him the message that he left on Kenya's phone. And he's upset. It ain't happened. Go to her messages. She probably accepted messages from everybody. So now she a hoe, right? Now she just
everybody but you, because she didn't accept yours.
Come on now. And then he said to her, I don't care if I did DM you 2 years ago. If I did try to F you 2 years ago. Ain't that what he said? Okay.
I just find it so strange that he's kind of a bitch. It's not strange. He's just a bitch. Like, you be arguing with women like that. That's so weird.
Yeah. And then he had to come back. I did. My bad. I did. Yeah, we know you did. Like, dude, stop it. But it wasn't 6 months ago. It was 2 years ago.
Well, now he just sat up there and lied, because he said everybody that meets him in person actually likes him. And I don't think any of them like him except for Sheree.
I don't really know if she do. I think Carlos told her to, though.
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb.
But him and Kenya gets into it. Kenya's like, what did you say to this queen? And she's like, look here, once a cheater, always a cheater. Okay. And she reminds Sheree, he got the same behavior that Bob had back in the day. And they showed that scene. I remember when Bob did that shit. And I was sitting up there like,
but it's true. Like, when I said that last time, like, it's true. Like, that's how. It don't look no better on Martell. I don't care how many muscles he got. He's still an asshole.
Bob, old girl from Basketball Wives, her husband, when he threw that
drink in her.
Drink in her. Yeah. All same people, same behavior. Well, Sheree was sitting up there defending Martell, child, so they end up leaving together. Drew didn't return home from Chicago. So she was in Chicago visiting her father. He has Alzheimer's and he's in a nursing home. And he doesn't really remember them. He's starting to forget who they are, but she played him a song and that kind of brought him back, and that was their connection through singing. So at this point, we got her and Ralph talking about music, and she just recorded her new single, and then she showed us the cover, and Ralph is on the damn cover. Like, what? Why? Why are we doing that? Why is Ralph on the cover?
He's on the cover of her EP, and he wouldn't even let her read his book.
You see what I'm saying?
Read it.
I told y'all this dude here is just like LaToya Luckett's husband. He want to be famous so bad. He want to be the housewife. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like, well, dang, how many jobs do he have? I thought he was like a security tech. We don't know what he do.
I mean, they was on there with Mama when it all first came on in they church in the living room playing the little music.
That was right, but I'm just saying he was this tech guy, security systems guy. And then last season he was writing a book because that's all we talked about is the book that he was writing. And now he's producing.
Well, they get to talking about Ross Party and how he met his cousin. And they show her saying that my dad's sister is Ralph's great aunt.
You have to be careful with Ralph and his cousins and stuff. I don't know about that.
That don't even sound right. My dad's sister. Do you call your dad's sister your dad's sister? Or do you say my aunt?
Well, maybe she was just trying to explain it, girl, because she be trying to get you to understand.
Or maybe your dad don't have the same mama and daddy. So that's your dad's sister on his daddy's side. Therefore, y'all niggas ain't related because that's your dad's sister's aunt, not my dad's aunt. My dad's sister's aunt. You're not related. Stop it.
I said, where does she name? What's her name? Crystal?
Courtney.
Where's she from? Tampa?
Yep. So she said she heard Courtney. She heard Candy got into it with somebody. Who she get into it with? Oh, that was my cousins.
Oh, they just cousins. Now.
Oh, okay. She was like, well, don't pit Mrs. Crazy.
I'm not claiming no great aunt sister's next door neighbor. I'm not doing all that. Like, did we grow up like, is you one of the kids and one of the sisters? Or one of the brothers?
No, it was my daddy's other side of the family. Yeah.
That's far.
Sanya and Candy. So we find out, break time that they'd been on vacation together. They went to Disney World, which explains why she felt like, okay, Sanya, we've been hanging out. So why you ain't tell me this damn girl?
That made me feel totally like last time I tried to give Sanya, like, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody liked her. I tried to see, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you went on a whole vacation and, you know what I'm saying, got to know somebody on a personal level and then would come back and talk shit.
You should have came back then before the party was like, look, Sheree friend coming and she, got issue. You know what I'm saying?
Or you could have been like, y'all, that's my friend. I'm not gonna sit up here and let y'all talk about her like that now. We're not, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
not girl. She was in it. She was in the conversation.
She was in it. So Ross said he ready to have a house to himself. Okay, he didn't had enough of staying with your mom and your daddy and your sister and all of them. He's ready just to be them. But and then we find out mama and them ain't trying to be there anyway. Mama trying to get to Florida. She don't even want to stay there. And sister ready to be out too.
Why are they staying?
Because she's begging them to stay. There is a thing.
I'm not gonna be married with my own children and.
But Sanya is used to, because she's been the star and pampered by her family probably damn near her whole life.
Her whole life.
She don't want to let that go. You know what I'm saying? So she don't want them to leave. She want to keep that.
Like, I get what Ross is saying, and his house is never gonna be his house then, because
it's never.
Not his family. This is her whole family.
Exactly. And he ready to let it go. And you need to
what
let
if
it go.
I get thirsty in the middle of the night and I want to go in the kitchen and get some drink and I don't feel like putting no clothes on?
And you better,
but I got to, because it's the sister, the brother, and the kids. Everybody's here.
And that might contribute to why he's spending so much time in Austin. He's tired of having all them people in his damn house. You better listen to him. You better
that explains too what you just said. Just made me think why she wants to be friends with Sheree and Marlo.
Why?
Because Candy and Kenya are famous in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Not just famous.
Oh, because it's not like no competition.
Right. With
because she's used to being the star.
Right.
I got you. So she tells her that Courtney has said Candy had tweeted about some little spot that they go to, and when Candy tweeted about it, y'all, the whole hood came out. Okay. And Candy was like, so what you say when they were saying that about me? And she got to stuttering like, I said you was my friend. Girl, you ain't said none of that. You ain't said none of that.
But you should
she
have.
Was like,
honestly,
you ain't
it should have made you feel uncomfortable. It should have made you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
If that's your girl.
Yeah.
If you really felt like that.
Especially since Courtney, I don't know you, girl. I know Sheree and Candy got this thing going on between the two of them, and I choose not to get in the middle of that because that's what they do. I don't know you.
Sure. Todd and Candy at Blaze. So the restaurant is not really giving what it was supposed to give when it first came out. You know, after the pandemic, I guess just people just weren't coming in no more. Okay. Because we only, they said it's on the urban side of ATL. Maybe the prices is too high. I don't know. But whatever it is.
The prices are high everywhere. I don't know. Like, I ain't lived there in a long time, so I mean, you got places where you go eat within your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? If you live, I probably wouldn't travel to that side of town to go do it. But if I live over there,
Blaze is supposed to be more upscale, right? So you're supposed to pay more. They probably more likely to hang out at OLG than at Blaze. If you're saying how you guys are saying the urban, like, yeah, is it in the hood? Is that what we're saying? Is it sitting in the hood?
Well, if it's in the hood, then yeah, the people are not going to pay for that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Candy, like, is it in her neighborhood? Over on her
side? They ain't saying, they just keep saying the urban. Now, I'm like, y'all,
it's Atlanta. All that shit is urban. It's
right. That don't even make sense. It's weird.
And it's a lot of affluent people. Like, it's a lot of Black folks with money. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's in your neighborhood, then, like, okay, my neighborhood is predominantly Hispanic. It ain't nowhere to eat over here, not no restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody opened a restaurant over here, people would go. We go other places and spend money. So I can't see why we wouldn't spend money in our own neighborhood, especially if the food is good.
Well, look here. It was in the middle of the day and wasn't nobody up in there.
Well, then they need to figure out, Todd, before you go to the Mexican place, maybe you should work on this one.
Well, Philip, we didn't see Philip. Hey, Philip. And then Melvin, cousin Melvin, and came in and we doing food tasting. And Todd started talking about, look here, I'm getting you ready? Because we getting ready to open up the Mexican restaurant and Ace Pizza. And, you know, she's like, hold up. She was like, your passion is in production. Why are you opening up all this restaurants? He said, because he want to use the money from the restaurant because he done made more money with these restaurants than he has ever made. So he wanted to use the money from the restaurant to finance his movies.
Yeah, but restaurants are hard, and Todd don't want to be there. Like you,
Todd don't want to be there. And y'all won't let my boy Philip run the restaurant the way it's supposed to be ran. Okay. So the producer come out during the tasting and he asked them to address the situation with Melvin. And they said they can't because it's a legal situation. And I'm like, well, why the hell is Melvin ass on camera? Because y'all knew we was going to. We ain't seen Melvin on Raw whatever.
I wasn't going to ask because I already know what happened. I don't understand. What was that he supposed to? He said, are we going to address the elephant in the room?
Have you ever seen him on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Well, I think they probably invited him because they thought they was going to talk about it. But look here, exactly. You shouldn't have canceled the Candy and the Gang. And now, if you wanted to talk about Melvin, you should have gave us our show back. Then we could go over there and talk about it. But since you want to cancel it, that ain't what we're here for. Melvin came to taste. Don't bring Melvin on there if we can't talk about it. Because soon as we gonna see Melvin, we like, oh, Melvin. What are we gonna talk about? We already know what happened. So we gonna talk about it then. And she still ended up talking about it. She said it was a legal situation and she ain't want to talk about it, but she kind of gave us the lowdown. She said what happened was a drunk employee came to work late and got into an argument with Melvin, and the two of them went outside, and then pow Melvin, okay, in the arm. That's why we can't get another season because of the pow. That's why we can't talk about it in front of cameras. She don't want to talk about it because she's already getting sued from the pow that happened at OLG. Now here's another pow that happened at Blaze. So y'all just we ain't talking about it. We're not gonna talk about it then. Well, I'm gonna talk about it. Look here, Candy. This is what the problem. Let me tell you why she don't want to talk about it. She don't want to talk about it because the employer came to work drunk. And we all didn't watch OLG. And we all know that that's a thing. Okay? And that's a thing. Negligent. That's a thing at every restaurant. That's a thing. No, it ain't supposed to. But if you already got lawsuit, I'm just saying that's a thing. I'm just saying at a lot of restaurants. But if you tolerate it and something happened, you could be held liable. Well, then we ain't talking about it. Next. So what happened next? Kenya and her friend, who is married to a football player, sorry didn't get her name. Is she gonna be on the show? I certainly liked her a lot better than what's the girl's name that don't nobody know? Courtney. Well, her daughter and Kenya's daughter is friends, child, and they was all together getting ready to play tennis. So Kenya talking about she's still going through her divorce. But she's in a happy place because of her new man friend. Okay. And no girl was like, look, if it work out, cool. If it don't, there's some others out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. She's happy because I feel like the divorce is going in her favor. This dude is over here firing his attorneys and stuff. You know, he gonna run out of money and end up having to sit down somewhere. So she gets into the whole telling her what happened with Martell and everything. And she's like, look here, Sheree is being digmatized. I was like, Sheree ain't being digmatized. Because they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. I mean, even if they are, they ain't doing nothing. They don't even act like it. They act uncomfortable around each other. I can't imagine. So meanwhile, we got Sheree and Sanya. They over there together. Sheree's a glamour. Cairo had a little daughter and she's cute. Okay. And then they get on the whole subject of Martell and Kenya's argument. And they like she be calling these people, these guys aggressive, just like she accused Ross. I was like, that was not the same thing.
We're not gonna
Now
compare the
they're
two.
all the same, and I don't even know why they did that.
That was Sheree. She had to come up with
First of
something.
all, when she said it to Ross, and some people felt like he was being aggressive, but I felt like he was watching y'all come at his wife, both of
Mm-hmm.
y'all, and he defended her. And what he did still wasn't nowhere near like he said what he had to say, and he walked off. Martell wanted to be all up, and he came ready to tangle.
Mm. Mm-mm. I don't know how I got to this. I guess I could have said this back when it happened, but Drew was in the studio. Um, she sound good. You know what I'm saying?
I will say I did enjoy it. It was
She
cute.
sound good. She sound
Mm-hmm.
good. She talking about they on the same level. We already know that they ain't stay there for long. Okay.
They were
Um,
never there. They started when they came on the show. We were like, ugh.
yeah, yeah,
Well, put it on
yeah.
out there then.
Child.
I hate it when people be like over the little, hiatus when they're not filming and they be like, we went to therapy, everything's great, everything's fixed now.
Oh, um, what's her name? Potomac, Robin.
She's
We
fixed
talked
too.
about it. It's over with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Sheree and Kenya meet. She by Sheree's warehouse, girl, somebody basement. It looked like she now I talked about Stormy, but she only had two workers over there. Okay. And they had
She
wrinkled clothes that
doesn't
they
have a
had.
warehouse. That's not even
It
her
was somebody's
warehouse.
basement. It wasn't even a warehouse. And they were steaming the clothes that they had got from Alibaba. And then they
Listen, the
had
same stuff is
iron
on their
her logo.
website. I went on the website. It's the same stuff that was there when we did the countdown and the shit crashed.
Nothing extra. Nothing that
Mm-mm.
you seen her on the show. Where was it on there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It was them
Okay.
same hoodies with the star on it.
The Dallas Cowboy star that can you put her on blast? Like, speaking of which, she had just came back from that
It's just like while I'm over here with real jobs because we
yeah.
were over here shooting a commercial and you were
Weird.
down here
And
in
she
this
started
dusty
talking about how
warehouse.
cute Dak was, but me and you had already hooked them up like
I
months
was like,
ago.
I like it. And then she
Yeah.
came back with this cooker fella. I ain't asked for that.
We didn't. We said that. Listen to us, Kenya. Um, and then the conversation about Martell came up, and
Right, wait. She don't even care about her reputation. Them ladies, she said, I prefer like when you steam them, it just looks better. Right? It's like, how much is that gonna cost? Is that more?
she ain't paying.
Yeah.
She ain't paying. Child, they bring up this whole thing with Martell, and Martell's a Capricorn. And she was like, huh,
We
that's
are not batting
interesting.
very good this season. I'm sorry.
No,
Throw all the Capricorns away because
they're not
all
having a good
suck.
Capricorn season.
No, not
Who
over
else is a
here.
Capricorn?
Sheree, Martell,
Oh,
and Courtney.
Aquarius.
They got a bad batch over there.
So, well, Kenya, like, look here, I used to get along with them. So that's unusual. Now Sheree's in the confessional talking about Martell had already showed her that message, but he sat up there and said that he didn't even do it. So did you see it, or did you like y'all had went home and got y'all story together?
Jesus, why are you lying for Martell?
Because he said he ain't do it. Y'all, I'm gonna need y'all writers to get on it because the storyline ain't storying.
No, it's just like they say, when you lie, you gotta then remember what you said. And then y'all over here lying, and you don't have to remember the truth. It just happened the way it happened.
So Sheree goes on this whole we have to be careful with our words and to protect the black men basically speech. Okay. Um And Kenya's like, no, you need to hold him accountable for the way that he acted towards me. That's what you need to be doing. And
Kenya
then
came through like Kenya came through like Stormy's mama. I done watched the show. I know.
she watched it.
I know he's a terrible person over there, cheated on his wife and had a baby with the side chick.
Well, Sheree gonna say that Kenya calls Black men aggressive because they're public enemy number one because she don't have one. Now you've been waiting to use that against her. She just had this white man for
Neither
a
do
hot
you.
second.
He won't even say. Y'all over there talking about we're officially dating. What does that mean?
They didn't get their storylines. Who was their writers? Do
What does
anybody
that
know?
mean?
Fire
We're
them.
making an announcement. Okay, we're officially dating.
Child, well, them two weren't gonna get along because Sheree was gonna keep on defending Martell and Kenya was standing their ground, so they just got to agree to disagree. Okay, and that's how that episode ended in the
Good.
basement.
Now send his ass back to Huntsville. We don't want no more of that.
I'm done with it. I don't
And
want
Carlos
to
over there claiming that his groundbreaking appearance that made the whole show.
Of course, he said that. Child, it's about him. He been wanting to be back on Housewives, so this was his way of doing it.
Well,
You
we
know
don't
what I'm
want
saying?
it. So thanks, but no thanks. You
Child.
take Sheree. What you need to do is take Sheree to Huntsville.
Was she on her way next week? Her and Tiffany.
She can be whatever it is that she is over there. Her and Martell could pretend to sell wine and leisure suits.
Oh, okay. Well, then on that note, y'all go ahead. Jump down in the comment, like, and subscribe to this video. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.